Hi everyone, Success Coach Michelle Weimer here with this week's Masterful Mindset. So our thought this week comes from Jean Houston, and it is, if you keep telling the same sad, small story, you will keep living the same sad, small life. So today we're going to talk about your life story, right? We all have one. And, if you were going to title yours, what would you call it? Would you be the hero of your own life story? Would you be the victim of your life story? Maybe you're the villain of your life story. But we all have a life story, right? And we choose how we write it. The choices we make help create it. And we tend to either focus more on the highlights or the low points of our life story. So, a couple weeks ago, I had asked you to think about patterns in your thoughts. I'd asked you to think about what plays over and over in your mind as far as your own life story goes. What are the fears or the limiting beliefs that come up often for you? So if you did that action challenge a couple of weeks ago and you journaled and you took note of any kinds of patterns that you had, what you were really doing was you were identifying the life story that you that you speak over and over, or that you tell yourself in your mind over and over. And I really want you to be aware of this, because we all do have our story. And don't get me wrong, your story is part of what makes you who you are. And that's okay. That's good. It is your experience. It's what you've been through in your life. We do all have high points and low points. We do all have, stories of tragedy at times, and then stories of hopefully triumph at times. But if you find that the story that plays over and over again, or even more importantly, if you looked at those thought patterns that you had, if you identified some things that you were thinking over and over in your mind that were maybe limiting in terms of what you're telling yourself, then those are the stories we want to rewrite. Those are the parts of our story that we want to change. You can be the victor of your story. You can be the hero of your life story. You don't have to be the victim of that story. And so I really want you to think about that today. And, again, just ask yourself, what would you title your own life story? What would be, sorry about that. You hear my dogs in the background writing their own little story right now. It's probably about chasing some squirrel or something. Anyway, what would be your story? Would it be a tragedy? Would it be a romance? Would it be a story of victory or triumph? Begin to identify your story, and then we'll be talking some more about this in the future. So until next time, my challenge for you again is write that life story. What is your story? What is it that you focus on when you think about your life story? What would you title it? Would you be the hero? Would you be the victim? Begin to write that story, and then in the next few weeks, I'm going to take you a little farther into this journey, and we're going to explore some really cool stuff. So until next time, this is Success Coach Michelle Weimer, and goodbye for now.